Welcome back, everyone. Your lower Captain Given has returned yet again for another video for you guys today. And today, guys, we're gonna freaking end this off. Dragon Ball Prime. I know, you guys probably wanted more parts to this and everything, but honestly, I feel like with the Dragon Ball like Super manga and everything still going on, there really isn't much I can do in relative to a story. So the best thing I can do is get the God arcs done, Tournament of Power, more arc than the freaking Dragon Ball superhero movie, and then honestly that would pretty much be it for the end. So with that being said, I hope you guys really did enjoy this series. If you guys did, be sure to comment down below what you enjoyed most about this series, and I'll be sure to give you guys a shout out in the next video I make. But anyway, let's end it off right here. So let's begin. So last time we left off, it was during the Majin Buu saga, so we can get into the Battle of Gods. And like I said, I would bring more GT logic and stuff into this as well. So way that's going to work is going to be very strange and everything. But hey, Jesus Christ. It doesn't really matter at that point in time. Hold on, I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. Give me a sec, y'all. All right, my bad. All right, so we're going to be finishing off this series right here. So last we left off, it was during Majin Buu. Goku had actually made three wishes to Shenron. The version of Kid Buu that he actually killed was for him to come back as a good person. So we're still going to get Oob in this situation. But they kept Fat Buu around because, well, I mean, who doesn't love Fat Buu? But since he's so useless and irrelevant in the story, they kept, like, Super Buu, and Goku had wished Super Buu to come back as well, but to be a good person, but to be good. So now we got, like, pretty much 3 Majin Buus around the whole planet, which is really freaking busted if you think about it. But since Fat Buu was going to pretty much fade into, like, irrelevance, it doesn't really matter at that point in time. So that's why I decided to keep Super Buu, because I really like Super Buu's character. Like, a lot. Super Buu is actually my favorite character in the Dragon Ball series, and I wish we got more of him. But, oh well. Okay, so let me see. How many years passed between Majin Buu Battle of Gods? I think it was 7 years. No, it wasn't that. 3? I don't really know. But, oh well, it doesn't really matter. Eventually, Lord Beerus does Lord Beerus wakes up. And, woo! With all that napping done, he asks Whis about, like, what's been going on lately. And Whis pretty much tells him what he's missed, not really much. And then Beerus has the dream about the Super Saiyan God. And, oh boy, so he asks Whis, like, are there even any Saiyans left because of what Frieza did? Then Whis says, yes, there's actually an actual handful of Saiyans left. And then Beerus is shocked to hear this because, wait, really? Didn't Frieza wipe out the Saiyans? And this is when Whis confirmed that Frieza did indeed wipe out the Saiyans, but there are actually a few of them that survived, and they're starting to repopulate back on the planet Earth. And then Beerus remembers the planet because, remember, back then Beerus said he was the one who wiped out the dinosaurs, but spared the world. So with that being said, Beerus decides to head to Earth right now. And this is during the time, during the moments of peace and everything, but no one has slacked off during training. And keep in mind, guys, Goku, Gohan, Raditz, and Trunks in this AU as well, because remember, if you guys don't know, watch part 1 to part 2, then you guys will understand why I said that. But pretty much the Sun family already has God Ki, and Raditz as well. I forgot to mention Raditz and Ranch. They pretty much already have God Ki, but in the past few parts, I never really mentioned them using that. Of course, they have the transformation, but they've been focusing on the lesser forms that way they can master everything, because you know how Goku works. He masters all things beforehand. But it was pretty funny. Also, just give you guys a bit of an interlude. The Supreme Kai did invite, like, Goku and the others to their world to train on, and they did train with the Z Sword, which led to it getting broken and Elder Kai being released. Yeah, I know, I'm giving everybody hacks. So Elder Kai unleashes pretty much everyone's hidden potential, because why the not? So yeah, everyone already has that mystic form and everything, so it's pretty cool how that actually works. So when Beerus finally lands on planet Earth, everyone's really shocked to see him because he's at Bulma's birthday party. And Goku, I'm going to say for the sake of this, was not at King Kai, because remember, this led to Bra being born a bit earlier. So you have Goten and Bra because Gohan and Trunks were born first. So Goten and Bra, and since Bra wanted Goku to be around for this one, he didn't train at King Kai's place, but he does have Kaioken and everything already, so there was no need for that anyway. Plus, he also has the gravity room. So with that being said, everyone was just enjoying the party until Beerus showed up. looking for the Super Saiyan God. And since, okay, even though they have it, they still don't know what to call this transformation. So Goku and the others honestly say they don't know what a Super Saiyan God is. But Beerus still enjoys like some of the food that they have there because they're already being nice to him. Because Universe 7 is unique in a way. Honestly, if you guys really think about it, Universe 7 does not care about status, titles, or who you are in general. They're still going to fight you regardless of all of that. Because even though, like, look at Lord Beerus, someone who showed up in the beginning at the end of Dragon Ball, in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, at the end of Majin Buu, even though like the Z Gang and Vegeta knew they stood no chance, they still stood up to fight anyway. Because, oh well, might as well go down fighting. But it doesn't really matter. So Universe 7 is very unique, especially with the way I'm going with it. But hey, that's pretty cool. All right, so the method that happens here is pretty much the same. Beerus enjoys his food until Goku decides to ask Shenron for the idea of the Super Saiyan God. And Shenron would tell them the history about the Super Saiyan God, and he would actually reveal to the Sun family that Goku and Raditz are actually the direct descendants of Yamoshi himself, which would actually, of Taima to Yamoshi, and then it's all the way down to them, to their nearest children, which is Gohan, Trunks, which would now be Pan, and okay, since Trunks is with Android 21, I got it. Trunks has a son, and his name is Vaz. So pretty much they're and also Raditz and Ranch. So with that being said, it's actually pretty crazy how that works. That they're the direct descendants of Super Saiyan God, and Shenron would reveal to them that they already have the Super Saiyan God form. Like wait, really? And then Shenron would tell them it's that red-haired form that they've had for a long time. And this is when Goku and the rest of the Sun family would actually show it off, because they have God Ki. They have had God Ki naturally. They just didn't know what this form was. And yes, they have been working on it a bit. So this intrigues Beerus, and Beerus is looking for a fight now. So who steps up first? The first one that steps up is actually Raditz in this one. And it's kind of crazy because Raditz has been training over this long time. Is actually stronger of the three, weakest Saiyans. Nappa, Vegeta, and Raditz. So Raditz is the strongest out of them, actually, because he's part of that natural family bloodline. And he gives Beerus pretty much a very good fight, even better than what Goku did in the natural show. But it's pretty clear that Beerus was not giving it his all. But Raditz did make Beerus use a huge chunk of his power. Next one to step up was actually you know what? Hold on. I'm trying to think about it. Ooh, I got it. Okay. This one to step up is actually now Trunks and Gohan to step up. Trunks goes first naturally because he naturally wants to fight more. And due to this, because being a hybrid Saiyan makes you stronger and all that, he makes Beerus get almost full power, and so does Gohan. But they still don't have enough experience with God Ki to actually clutch up the victory. Because yes, they've been training with Super Saiyan God, but remember, they have no adequate training in how to perfectly use it. They don't know how to get perfect balance to get Super Saiyan Blue and all that. So sadly, it doesn't work like that. But when Goku steps up, he actually is able to defeat Beerus because he's directly more directly from a legendary lineage that I gave him. Because remember Sun Wukong and all that. So in this one, he's actually able to defeat Beerus. Because remember, Beerus is a lazy god, and hasn't been training over this time. So with that being said, Beerus is intrigued by all these people, even like the regular Z Warriors that fight him and everything. They just use Super Saiyan 5, and so does the other dull Saiyans and that actually fight. And Beerus is intrigued by these people, and immediately Beerus wants these people to train on this planet because he wants to see how far their strength can go. Because there are a lot more Saiyans. And Beerus would say, the Saiyans of Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien are unique. And that's because Whis would tell them that they actually wish to become Saiyans on the Dragon Balls. So Beerus would outright tell them that all of them are going to be training on his planet and no exceptions. And yes, I do mean everyone. That means Bulma, Chi-Chi, you got Ranch as well. Pretty much all the Saiyans, pretty much the whole the Z Warriors. And I know what you guys might be saying, but some of them aren't really fighters like that. But, when Beerus threatens to Hakai you and doesn't give you a chance at that, yeah, it's pretty much GG's. You got to do what he says. Even though Goku could beat him, but, it's no really fight to the death. Plus, Beerus doesn't want that potential to go to waste. So pretty much, after being taken to Beerus' planet immediately, it doesn't really take that long before they discover Super Saiyan Blue. Well, you got the natural human Saiyans that you got the humans turned Saiyans that actually pull it off. So you got the humans that figured out how to use Super Saiyan Blue, which is actually pretty freaking crazy once you think about it. And then you got the natural. Well, they had to learn God Ki first of all, which was ridiculously hard. Then they developed Super Saiyan Blue, and then you got the natural Saiyans of Raditz, Vegeta, and Nappa, which they figure it out as well. And of course, you got Goku and Vegeta that figure it out. But Goku Super Saiyan Blue is different. Hold on, I forgot to show Raditz in the other. This was the version of good, biker Raditz that I could find. Oh yeah, also Cell was there, and he decided to go too because he has natural growth as well because he's also very strong. Okay, hold on. Did I forget anything else? Wait, nope. Yes, I did. Don't forget, guys, because you also got Chi-Chi and Bulma, who are also Saiyans that do this as well. Only person that doesn't really get in on the action is Videl, and Gohan has to periodically go back to make sure his family is fine. But other than that, I mean, natural training pretty much goes the same. And like I said, Goku Super Saiyan Blue is different. It actually, because he's the legendary Super Saiyan in this one, and I'm gonna copy a bit off of Salad Saiyan for this one. Go subscribe to his channel. I love this. His Super Saiyan Blue has a different kind of hue to it. Well, pretty much almost all of the Sun family have a different hue. Okay, Goku and his lineage specifically, they have they have the blue hair but with a green tint to it. It's called Raging Super Saiyan God or Raging God. Let me show you guys what that looks like. So guys, this is it. I mean, obviously you can see like Salad Saiyan's emblem in the bottom right corner. But yeah, like I said, it's blue but with a green tint to it and lapis blue eyes instead of just, the heavenly light blue. So, Raging Super Saiyan God or aka Raging God. There you guys go if you guys want to see a bit. This is like Goku's family lineage and what they look like when they turn into Super Saiyan Blue. Raditz, on the other hand, has a different version of it. His almost looks kind of purplish on the end because when you get blue and red, okay, his version of Super Saiyan Blue is still there, but you got red tints because of the Yamoshi Super Saiyan God thing. So Raditz has a bit of red into his blue, adding like a kind of purplish hue, but it is still there. So it's actually a very, very scary development. And like I said, everybody started training right away. So this is very, my God, very an instinctive thing. And before you guys talk about it, yes, Cell gets a new form as well. Pretty much everybody has enough strength here. It's not really, oh my God, funny how this is going to go. But just because I like Cell as a character, let me show you guys Cell's new form. And just like Frieza with a long time, Cell was able to attain his own black form. Pause on that one because we got, Black Frieza, you got like black Cell. I'm just gonna call this, instead of black Cell, which would be obvious, we're gonna call this Destroyer Cell because I don't want to be saying Black Cell and getting in trouble for that. I mean, I am black, so I can say that, but I just don't want to get in trouble for saying Black Cell. So you have Destroyer Cell in this one. But pretty much everyone takes this training a lot more seriously because since Goku and his family lineage are so strong, everyone has to work twice as hard just to keep up. And honestly, it's a very cool thing. That's what it looks like, a full power thing. But yeah, you have a Destroyer Cell, which leads to, let me tell you right now. Okay, how many years for Resurrection F and then into Dragon Ball Super? Give me one sec to look that up, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I just looked at it, and it's exactly 1 year from Battle of Gods to Resurrection F. So honestly, over the span of a year, since Goku and his family lineage are so strong, Beerus actually took up teaching, well, the Saiyans and Cell, like destruction energy, like, a god of destruction of form. So we actually have Destroyer Cell here that gives us a lot more, leeway, which is actually a lot better. So the Saiyans, Nappa, Vegeta, Raditz, and Cell take up the mantle of learning Destroyer energy from Beerus, while Goku is focusing on Ultra Instinct. And because of his rapid growth, I'm going to say he actually gets UI Omen for this. Because his rapid growth is just so high, and since Cell is made up of Goku, Frieza, and all the other, randos that we've got so far, he's actually just developing his own, Destroyer form of Ultra Ego. But obviously, we got Destroyer Cell here, so this is pretty crazy. I mean, okay, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. When Golden Frieza shows up, it's pretty much a wash. Not even, and I mean not even close. The moment Frieza shows up, one of the kids could easily take him, and that's exactly what happens. Let me think. Okay, Goats. Oh wait, you got Goten and Bulla, so they're about the same age anyway. So honestly, it would be very fun, but Bulla is the one to show up and take out Frieza with honestly little to no effort, because since she's been training for just such a long time. Oh yeah, just because some of you guys might say, but Chi-Chi doesn't like training, remember, she changed herself into a Saiyan, so she actually does acknowledge the aspect of fighting within their nature. So yes, even though she's that even though she's the generic Asian mom that wants you to focus on studying, now because she's a Saiyan, she has a lot more leeway, and she's 100% more accepting of getting stronger and fighting stronger opponents. So with this one, Bra actually knows all the way up to oh wow, she would actually have Super Saiyan Blue for herself, but you honestly wouldn't be able to tell the difference because she has natural blue hair. But hey, it works. Yeesh. So when Frieza shows up, it's just a basic wash. Just one single Kamehameha later, and Frieza's gone. And Bra did this, was fighting Final Form Frieza in her base form. So, but Super Saiyan is like way overkill, but just to make it really clear, Super Saiyan Blue and completely wipe him out. Easy. After that would honestly be like the Universe 6 tournament. But Jesus Christ, would it even be a fun fight like at all? Like, no, not really. And because you got so many strong people, and yes, even though Beerus doesn't like all these people training on his planet, this is making his universe all like the better one, obviously, because you got stronger people. Hold on, let me change this now. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just been a while since I used this image. But yeah, when the Universe 6 tournament rolls around, you know what, guys? This is a moment to bring in one of my absolute favorite non-canon characters. So you know what? I'm going to do this crap anyway. Even though some of you may not like it. Hey, my story, I'm going to just play by my rules. So I'm going to just do this anyway. Alright, so when the Universe 6 tournament rolls around, Champa shows up on Beerus' planet and finds like all these mortals training here. And he asks Beerus, what's the deal? And Beerus outright says, these are the strongest mortals in the multiverse that absolutely no one in the universe can beat. But among like Beerus and Champa's arguing and everybody seeing this, Champa's angel Vados takes an interesting oh, I got it. She takes an interest in Goku. Yeah, I'm doing this. Why? Because honestly, I just like it. And it gives me a chance to bring in one of my favorite non-canon characters. And I know what some of you guys might be saying, but you know what? Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Vados takes an interest in Goku and actually strikes up a conversation with him. Remember, Chi-Chi and Bulma are here in this situation too, and they're giving Vados a little bit of a glare. They grow fast as well, but they're not on the level of angels. Let's not get too crazy right now. But after speaking some time with Goku, she promises to see him again after a little bit of time. But that's when the Universe 6 tournament rolls in. And to be honest with you, it really wouldn't be that much of a challenge, but hey, might as well put the team together. Okay, we got, so the natural 5 people. You have Goku, Raditz, you know what, yeah, Goku, Raditz, Vegeta, Nappa. They just need like a 5th person. So in all honesty, they choose Gohan because he's the most naturally gifted person. And honestly, if Gohan is second only to Goku, only reason Goku is stronger is because he has that Sun Wukong lineage in him as well. But if it really came down to it, like yes, Goku would win. But if Goku didn't have that Sun Wukong lineage, then Gohan would actually be the strongest. Because unlike other people, I actually use Gohan's potential to its fullest and make him train to gain more of the forms and not leave him and not shaft him to the side. So anyway, with that 5th spot being filled, like let's be honest here, it doesn't even really matter that much, because the other Saiyans have been learning to get Ultra Ego. They actually do have they actually are on the cusp of it and can do it. But instead, since the form is still experimental and it's not perfected yet, they just go with Super Saiyan Blue evolution. I feel like they would have unlocked this in that time frame due to training so very hard. And Raditz, on the other hand, would have Ultra Ego, but he just doesn't use it that much. Only trouble they would have. And let's be honest here, this tournament's pretty much a wash. Everybody just gets wrecked. Only person that probably would give them some trouble would be Hit, and that would be him fighting like Nappa at best. since Nappa's like more of a brawler and not really more of a brains type of guy, Nappa might get defeated, but I feel like due to his raw strength, just more raw power that he has more than Hit, and since Hit can't use any of his assassin tricks, Nappa would clutch up the victory. But if not, then you already know damn well Vegeta's gonna beat him because he would see like all of Hit's time skip things. So whatever. So Universe 6 tournament pretty much becomes a wash, and Nappa and Ciampa's pretty much asking how are these mortals so strong. Beerus just laughs it off and saying like, remember, there's like a whole handful of them that are strong, and he points at Goku and says Goku is his rival. Oh lord. So okay, then we got the Goku Black arc, which is still pretty much the same thing. But this Goku Black is not, the Dragon Ball Prime timeline. It's from the original Dragon Ball, Super timeline that we've got from regular. So when Future Trunks comes back, Vegeta's son, Future Trunks, comes back in time to ask for help. And when Black comes through the portal, Goku pretty much pummels him in his base form without even trying. But yeah, they still got to go back. They still need to go back to the future. So all of this happens like normal. Oh Lord. Well, the battle of Zamasu doesn't go like normal because they can easily just wipe everybody out. But anyway, when they go back, this time it's Raditz because he wants to fight a version of his brother that he can be stronger than. So Raditz pretty much beats Goku Black into the ground and easily kills him with a double Sunday. So easily got washed. But as for Zamasu, since he literally can't die, they have to find a way to seal him somehow. And thankfully, they've got just the thing. Because of Goku with his Sun Wukong omnipotent abilities, he opens up a portal to a endless void of nothingness, just pure utter blackness, and pretty much throwing Zamasu in there and shutting the portal right after, pretty much solving the Goku Black bit. So that pretty much becomes easy after that. Okay, hold on. What's after the Goku Black? Isn't it the Tournament of Power? I think it would be. Yeah, because I don't really see anything else happening. Dang, Tournament of Power already. So with this being said, they just need a team of 10. And let's be honest here, it really wouldn't be that hard. It would be, let's just go down the line. Goku. Goku, Vegeta, Raditz, Nappa, Gohan, Trunks. You know what? Cell. You know what? I'm going to put Super Buu on there because I haven't given him much action. So Super Buu is also the 8th member because as a support and as a healer, they get to keep him on there. They just need 2 more members. And honestly, it wouldn't be that much of a rush. But since I'm thinking about it, who else would be on this team? I could just put Goten and Bra, but nah. Actually, Ranch takes this up because she's actually older and because she wants to get on the fight as well. So Raditz allows it. Ranch is the one is fighting, and who is their 10th fighter? I'm thinking about this here. I know we could. You know what? Oh, I almost forgot about Piccolo. Yeah. I could have added the humans in this one, but nah, they decided to sit this one out because honestly, they have enough strength. It really wouldn't be. It really would just be way overkill, even if they did join in. So honestly, about this, let's be honest here. Universe 7 is easily going to dominate this whole freaking tournament. People who might pose a challenge are Jiren, but still, that's a pretty big might. And because keep in mind, since everyone's been training so roughly and they wish for crazy amounts of potential like Goku's, it really isn't Jiren's really isn't a challenge for everyone. When he possibly could take on the weakest, that is Super Buu. Yes, Super Buu might get eliminated. But if you get the rest of the Saiyans to come in, Jiren's gonna pretty much get dominated the whole fight. So, and obviously with them having Ultra Ego and Goku having Ultra Instinct, also because Goku and Beerus do train, Goku does pick up on Ultra Ego. He does know how to use it, but in all honesty, he finds no need to use it. Let's keep in mind, he does know how. He does know he could do it if he wanted to, but he just chooses not to. So, Jesus Christ, Universe 7 wins, and they just wish for for all the universes to come back. After the Tournament of Power, we would move into the Moro arc, and then the Granola arc. I mean, okay, hold on. Oh wait, it would be Granola then Moro, I think. No, it would be the Moro arc. Okay. So after the tournament, forgot about freaking Broly for a second. So since so many years have passed without Broly and everything, I feel like some Frieza Force soldiers would still be scattered out there, and Chi Lai and Lemmo, thankfully, out of sheer luck, would still come across Broly. And since they would hear that Frieza was defeated back on planet Earth, they decided to just go there, just to accumulate there to get a better life. And Paragus is still alive, by the way, because, well, why the heck would we not be? Not that much time has passed, but it's all right. So coming down to planet Earth, Goku and the others would sense Broly's power, and coming to meet them, they greet them. But since Paragus sees that Vegeta is there, he pretty much commands Broly to attack. And so the Broly movie fight would almost be like normal, but since Broly can grow too, and so can Goku and the rest of the gang, it's not really that hard of a battle. Honestly, Bra is the one to step up again. Well, wait, no, actually Goten is the one to step up and just put Broly down. And Paragus would be like cowering in fear, thinking he's about to die right now, but honestly, nah, they're just not going to do that. So, okay, Broly movie's been taken care of. Now we move on into the Moro arc. And let's be honest here, when Moro breaks out, like, honestly, there is nothing that that Moro could actually do to the Z Warriors. So the moment he shows up and getting ready for the fight, he would pretty much get obliterated instantly by all the Saiyans that just show up to fight him. Like, he could try to absorb energy, but dude, they're just way too overpowered for this, and Moro gets obliterated. And even if, okay, moving on to the Granola arc, if Granola tries to freaking wish to be the strongest in the universe, his lifespan would be cut down to just straight up almost nothing, and he would instantly die, because everyone is just way too strong for this. So, but Frieza's already dead, so he has no reason to make the wish anyway. So, hey, that turns out fine. Then we get into this Dragon Ball Superheroes movie. I would say, okay, Gohan and Piccolo are still on the Earth when this is going down, and since taking care of Pan. So since everything would somewhat play out the same except when the two gammas do show up and Cell Max is released, Cell is the one, you know what, Cell himself is the one to come down and see what the heck is going on. But when he sees that inferior version of himself, it actually disgusts him that they could copy perfection. But Cell is intrigued by the blueprints of Cell Max and decides to take the Bulma for himself after Cell Max is defeated. And Cell asks for Bulma to upgrade him for this version of Cell Max. So at this point in time, we get a much better version of Cell. Yes, guys. So in this story, we actually do have a perfect Cell Max. This is just so you guys could actually see more of the design. So yes, we have, in this story, we actually do have a perfect Cell Max. Because awesome. Why the heck would we not have one? Oh yeah, Gohan's beast form, let's not cut to the chase. It is the actual strongest. Oh yeah, but Piccolo also has like a newest form as well. Of course you've seen Orange Piccolo, but have you seen this? Piccolo with his new godly form, because he's been training on Beerus' planet as well, he's attained a dragon form, which honestly is pretty cool because he designed it after Shenron and all that. Even though he's no longer linked to the Dragon Balls and it's still Dende, he still designed this form afterward because of Guru and all that shit, because he still has Guru, Nail, and Kami inside of him. Pause on that one. And whenever he goes orange, he can combine all of that into this form right here. Orange Dragon Piccolo. So yeah, it is insanely scary. But, yeesh, I pretty much blown and watched through everything. Oh yeah, except like Goku can fight Beerus one last time, but we already know Goku's going to win in this one here. So with that being said, guys, the Dragon Ball Prime series has finally come to an end. I hope you guys really did enjoy this here, because it was really fun to go down this road with you guys for a little while, even if it was a very, very, very small road. But if you guys did enjoy this series, then let me know about your thoughts and tell me what you guys thought about it, because this whole thing was extremely fun. But hey, give me some more ideas. Well, actually, I've already got a new series coming out. It's a remake of a series I once had, but now since I'm a better storyteller, and now I actually have a lot more fucking smarter ideas, I can actually get through this here. So I hope you guys can prepare yourself for what I've got in store for you guys next time. But with that being said, y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below. End of Dragon Ball Prime series. Peace, guys! Oh, wait. Whoops. I almost forgot, y'all. I really did almost forget. I said I would bring GT logic into this, but okay, just because on a side note, over the years, Vados has taken a liking to Goku, and she decided to join like the harem that is Goku, and because of that, actually, Goku had another son, and this one is, for those of you that actually stuck around for this, just because I like the Goku and Vados thing, Zykor is born. Yep, guys, it's Zykor, and I know what you guys might be saying. Well, wait, isn't Zycor of the South Kai of the Universe 7? Yes, but here's my response. I don't care. I'm keeping it. I actually like Zycor, and he's a part of the goddamn story. Maybe I could continue into Dragon Ball GT, but because everybody has god forms and everything, it really would make the Dragon Ball, like the Shadow Dragon arc, really just irrelevant. And they pretty much unlocked all the forms here. So Zycor and everything wouldn't be that much of a compelling story. But yeah, this was the end to it all. So anyway, I hope you guys really did enjoy it. So with that being said, this is for real. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace for real, guys. Bye.